is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, in this video today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the next potential or possible big DLC for GTA 5 that a lot of people have been talking about and discussing lately. I've seen several forum posts about this and what it could possibly be and things along those lines. So I thought I'd go ahead and bring this to you guys as a video today and get your guys' feedback and your guys' thoughts on this down in the comment section down below as well, to kind of bring you guys in on this idea as well. So what I'm actually talking to you guys about today, once again, is the next big DLC, which a lot of people presume, or the majority of people presume to be the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update. As you all know by now, we have received Part 1, and just before the Part 1 update, or the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 update was released, Rockstar released a newswire, of course, announcing all of the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 items. But on the exact same newswire, they did of course say as well, be on the lookout for another big shipment coming this summer. And that was a statement they made, of course, about an upcoming DLC. So by the time, another big shipment coming this summer, we of course presume this to mean the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update. Of course, with the information being given on the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 newswire, it kind of makes sense that they're talking about the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update. But will the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update be the next GTA 5 DLC? And here is where things start to get a little bit more interesting, because Independence Day is not too long away now. For those of you who don't know, around Independence Day, which is July the 4th, it was actually a little bit before Independence Day, on July the 1st, the Independence Day DLC pack was released for GTA 5 alongside all of its goodies as well. I think it was a timed DLC as well, from like the 1st of July to the 1st of August. You could purchase things like the monster truck, the musket, all of the clothes and stuff like that, and it wasn't a timed period, so if you didn't purchase it within that time period, I do believe that you couldn't purchase it again until they maybe release it again. So I guess the main question is, will we be seeing Independence Day DLC this time around again before the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update? And this is what a lot of people have been talking about recently. Of course, they may introduce the Independence Day DLC around the same time, like July the 1st. That would be roughly around, or a few days before, a month since the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 was released. And as you all know, Rockstar used to tend to release DLCs on a monthly basis, so it seems quite logical and around the right time to release a DLC around the Independence Day mark. So who knows? I want to know your thoughts on this down in the comment section down below. They may actually bring, Independence Day DLC with all of the old items back as kind of like a re-release type thing, or maybe even some new items to go alongside it, and it may come out before the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2, with the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 maybe coming in the later stages of summer, being like the end of July or the start of August or something along those lines. I don't really know. I wanted to bring this to you guys today as an opinion type video, because a lot of people are talking about this recently. Another thing to quickly note down as well, which kind of favors away from Independence Day, is the fact that Valentine's DLC wasn't re-released this year neither. But something to note down about that is that around the Valentine's DLC time period, we had Heist that was not too far away, the PC release Rockstar was working on, so there was a bunch of big projects that Rockstar was kind of working on around that time period. So who knows? I wanted to bring this to you guys today once again. I want to know your opinions down in the comment section down below. Do you guys think an Independence Day DLC is going to come before the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 around, once again, July the 1st to July the 4th, which is not too far away from a month from the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1? Or do you think Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 will be released first with no Independence Day DLC? And of course, lastly, do you think Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 may be released around Independence Day, maybe with some Independence Day Easter eggs or hints or content introduced in it as well? So that pretty much brings us to the end of the video today, guys. If you did enjoy, did find it helpful, be sure to leave a like on the video. Your support, of course, is always greatly appreciated on the channel. And quickly, before I do leave you guys as well, I'm going to give you guys a bit of an update on some of the content that you may be seeing very shortly on the channel. I'm currently working on a top 5 clips of the week video that I do every week for you guys, which should be out over the next few days. I know I said I was going to do a top 10 this week, but it may have to be postponed until next week. I'm also currently working on as well a top 10 mods video. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to get that up by this weekend. And I'm also working on as well, which you guys may be happy about, which is the top 10, or not the top 10, or the 10 and 5 and 8 tips and tricks series that I used to do on the channel. I'm bringing that back, and I'm going to try and fit as much tips and tricks into one video for you guys as I possibly can for that video. Not entirely sure when that's going to be released, but I am currently working on it just to give you guys a bit of an update. So once again, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to be around, and I'll catch you guys later with 2 brand new videos.